There's another group that just says, you know, screw you all. You're all a bunch of liars. Nothing happened. What I'm hearing is that maybe it wasn't this rampant fraud, but there are issues that need to be addressed in our system. And the people who maybe are ignoring that part of it are wrong too.
Right. Well, and I would turn us back even 4 years to see a lot of the allegations that happened right after the 2016 election from the other party that were laughed at and ignored by our party. And now the tables have turned. And we should all take seriously when people see something on election day that's not right, or when they're concerned that things aren't fair. We should all be taking that seriously and not just laugh and cast them aside as nonsense without giving them serious thought. And so I've tried to do that. I've tried to even look back to what happened 4 years ago and see whether there's a parallel there, because all people of both parties should desire fair, free elections that yield a result that is acceptable to all people, because they realize, hey, I turned out not to be in the majority this time. My guy didn't win, whether he ran a lousy campaign or had a lousy base of supporters or whatever it was. As long as in the end I recognize, you know what, the other guy won fair and square. That should be our goal here. And so what can we do to update some very old, antiquated, archaic laws? What can we do to breed in the proposals 2 and 3 that have really shaken up the way Michigan does elections and are added to a lot of the confusion? Because brand new laws that we hadn't utilized before, there's a lot going on. COVID, people being angry about being locked up.
It was the perfect storm, wasn't it?
There were so many things, and we need to analyze all that happened and all this frustration looking at that and recognize, like you started off with, 4 years ago what happened. And so I've tried very hard to see the overall picture of what happened and why people were so quick to be angry, why people were so quick to immediately assume the worst. Yeah. And yeah, there were real vulnerabilities and real mistakes made, real things that election officials and workers, whether at the state or the local level, did that they shouldn't have done. Mm-hmm. And we need to get that straightened out, make sure it doesn't happen again. But I can also tell you that we also have so many safeguards in the election process. We have, you know, this check here. Challengers are supposed to be watching, right, to keep things from happening. But even if the challenger's gone, you still have bipartisan poll workers there. You still have the poll books there. You still have other safeguards that didn't fail. We didn't fail all the way down. And let's make sure those safeguards don't fail us in the future too, but let's have, I think these kind of discussions and this work that my committee has really undertaken hundreds of hours to get here.
You know,